Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Bennett and this is my video presentation of my food science research project. The purpose statement of this experiment is to determine the effect of ground turkey on the texture, flavor, appearance, and moisture of the best meatball recipe. The original recipe is one done by Taste of Home. It's called the Best Meatball Recipe, and it contains ground beef. Here's that. And then the manipulated recipe is the same recipe but modified with ground turkey instead of ground beef, both of them being 1 pound each. The objective and sensory measures that were done was completed by two panelists. The first was a female aged 53 and the second a male aged 33. They tested each sample twice with a period of 20 minutes in between the first and second samples. They used a product scorecard to measure appearance, aroma, um, taste, moisture, and texture or mouthfeel. The scorecard was a hedonic rating scale sheet with descriptive ratings of from like a lot to dislike a lot, with like a lot being 5 and dislike a lot being 1, um, and with neither like or dislike as 3 in the middle. That is my findings and conclusions of this experiment was that due to turkey, ground turkey having a far less fat content than beef, that the turkey becomes a lot more crumbly and somewhat dry after it's finished cooking. However, the taste, appearance, and aroma were all about the same for both. Um, the texture or mouthfeel of the manipulated meatball did get higher scores than the original meatball recipe. The top one was the first round, and then the second one is the second round. The original recipe and the experimental recipe, P1 being the first panelist, second panelist, and as you can see, the original and then the experimental. The experimental got higher on both. It's not by much, it's by 1 point, but it's still higher. Um, and with the lower fat content from the turkey, the manipulated meatball is the healthier choice for the health condition type 2 diabetes that I focused on. Um, and this was final product. 1 was the original, and 2 was the manipulated. Thank you.